Michael Van Runkle here for HotCars.com. I'm here in Glendale, Arizona at State Farm Stadium, home of the Arizona Cardinals, for Mecum Auction's 2022 Glendale Auction. You can see we got supercars, American classics, luxury European tourers, even a Jeep Gladiator. They turned this into a pretty big spectacle. They're planning to auction 1,500 cars off between today, Wednesday, and Saturday. They've even got Dodge here doing a drifting experience called the Dodge Power Party. But the real main event is down on the auction floor where the auctioneers have their own kind of music going on. Let's go check out a ton of these cars and show you what it's like coming to these live auctions in an era when everyone's starting to really know about online auctions. In the meantime, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out. Thanks. Now, Mecum lines up a ton of cars here outside of State Farm Stadium, and these are all going to be auctioned. They have an extensive vetting process that started last Sunday to get all these cars into the show, and so that they know that all the VIN numbers and engines, you can claim their matching numbers, and they check all of that. But who knew that Mecum Auctions even is doing cigarette boats? And this truck that really caught my eye, because it's got a smart car on the back. This is a Ford F650 set to be auctioned off on Friday. It's got a rebuilt Cummins turbo diesel putting out 3,100 pound-feet of torque. And yes, the smart car comes together with the truck as part of one lot here at Mecum. It's absolutely absurd, and it's exactly what you might need to haul this insane cigarette boat. And of course, this is Mecum, so we got hot rods revving their engines just around every corner. All right, we're here with Chase Crawford. We're in a Charger, Redeye, 797 horsepower, and he's about to hit it.
Let's see what we can let out for you guys. You ready?
I hope so.
Let's get after it.
It's a little hot off the line.
My man.
Pretty good.
Awesome.
Are you having a good day?
I'm having an absolute blast. Loving every minute of it.
How many tires have you gone through so far today?
This is my third set today.
What a day. And you're going to be back here again tomorrow?
Yes, sir, we will. All weekend long till Sunday.
All right. Well, thanks for the ride. That was a ton of fun.
No problem, man.
Well, as much as you can wander around and look at cars and go for rides in crazy Dodge Chargers and Challenger Redeyes, the real action is inside. Mecum wants to attract people here, but they definitely want people to be spending money, bidding with the auctioneer staccato musical voices that you kind of have to get used to. It's really kind of hard to follow what they're actually saying. Can I get a bid here? Can I get a bid there? It's like rap music with a country twang, and you just aren't really going to understand until you've been here for a while and you're hearing it over the loudspeakers. So let's get in there and check it out. It's time for the real auction action. Sunglasses off, you can already hear the voices that have been just cranking through cars this whole day. They're trying to sell 350 cars a day to try and get them all across the block by Saturday. But what's really cool is you've also got all this automotive memorabilia. Bob's Big Boy, neon signs for soda fountains. Every single sign in here is part of the same collection, and that guy is selling off not just these signs, but a huge lot of Corvettes, ranging from C1s all the way to brand new C8s. The only thing he doesn't have is a Z06. But then when you look out at all of Mecum, even a collection like that is simply dwarfed in size by the stadium, all these people bidding. You got a lineup of cars in the back that we'll go check out in a minute. Those are the cars getting ready to wind around here and cross the block. Now, today's Wednesday, so the lineup isn't quite as good, though I do see a McLaren that's gonna go here on Wednesday. It's a little different than, I don't know, what is that, a Lincoln Town car? A little less exciting, but the real $1 million cars are gonna come on the weekends when this stadium is going to fill up. They're expecting closer to 20,000 people. And then in the far distance, you can see what they started with today, which was motorcycles, mini bikes, and even what looked like some children's cars. Let's get down there and show you some of the cars that are here, some of the ones that caught my eye, indoors and out, and maybe get away from the constant sound of the auctions actually happening. Sold!
That man is mustachioed, and he bears a heavy load. He goes where he wants to go. That man is mustachioed.
So now we're back behind the stage, back behind the festivities, but this is where a lot of the real good stuff happens. All the cars lined up here are headed to auction across the block. You can see the line there, the drive up. But back here, potential bidders, potential buyers, potential future owners get a chance to really check everything out. They can go under the hood. I've seen people crawling under the cars themselves, and it gives you a chance. What? Oh, it's one of these. Is this a Reliant Rodden? What is this? Stopped me in my tracks. Luckily, here at Mecum, when you don't know what something is, you can just walk around. It's a 2015 Iden Snyder. I've been doing this for a while, and that's a new one on me. But the point being that here at Mecum, if you don't know what something is, you can just go look at the windshield and find out. And if you're wondering about the condition of something, you can come back here behind the main stage, behind the auction block, and check out what you might want to bid on. Do you want a hot rod? Do you want a Camaro? Or is that a Pontiac Firebird? Oh, luckily it's got its original window sticker. Do you want a VW thing? Everything's back here so that you can keep an eye on what you might be bidding on. You can check for oil leaks. You can make sure it starts up. And then, if you're not interested in any of these cars, well, luckily we've got 1,500 total here, and there's a whole new lineup out back. And what a lineup it is. We got a Land Rover Defender, a Dodge Demon. What is that, a Jaguar XKS, XJS? Can't remember, early 2000s. You know, you might want to make sure that one fires up and starts and doesn't have any electrical gremlins. This is another area where potential bidders can check out cars that they might want to buy, in addition to the massive parking lots up top and online. And they're saying they do get about 30% online bidding now, which is kind of a nice transition in the online era, but you still get the excitement of these in-person auctions. So let's get back and watch some of these cars go across the block. Oh wow, this is one of my favorite Ferraris, and it's got a gated 6-speed conversion. Love these 575Ms.
Fiorano
should be a
handling
good
package
one.
and only 23,000 original miles.
And somebody
Here
gets
we
$300,000 here. You better get 3, you better get 2, give 100. And $100,000 bid. I've got 50, 100,000, 100 bid, 110. I have 100,000, 110, 20, 120, 30, 130 bid. You better get 30, 40,
130 like that.
140, 50, 150 again, 50, 150, 60, 150, 60, 70, 170 bid. You better get 71, 70, 80, 170, 80. I have 170 bid, 180 bid. You better get 171, 80. I have 170, Jesse, 180 bid, 170 bid, 180. I have 170. 180, 170, 180. I have 180, 185. The reserve is off. 180, 185,000.
The seller
Happy
called
good time
in,
for somebody else to
or
do.
is here, and said
185.
that the reserve is off.
So, $180,000 for Ryan Brewer. So,
Just like that, a Ferrari has a new owner. So here is more of the Corvette collection with more of the signs. You can see we've got everything from a C8 to a C2 to a C1. It's all just immaculately parked here, ready for new bidders and new owners. And they're all being offered at, as you can see, absolutely no reserve on the windshield. It's pretty bold, but in this market, selling things in no reserve seems like it's not that bad of an idea. You get to get people amped up, knowing that every bid could be a winner. At the same time, you're not likely to lose money because the cars are just fetching such crazy values these days. And then you've got your sign collection, which they told me took 2 semi-trucks to haul out of the guy's barn. All of these wooden frames are custom made to protect them during shipping. And then they've got, of course, a ton of extension cords, keeping these all lit up throughout the course of this auction. Aside from Corvettes, you've just got this crazy selection. Trucks, muscle cars, really old like Model Ts and Model As, Dodge Demon, Plymouth Superbird. And then you've got sponsors here, Mecum's own transport system, so that if you win, you can ship your car home. Coker Tires, Kendall Motor Oil, which I've never heard of, and a Dodge booth. They're the ones who set me up with the ride along in the Charger. Hopefully, I'll be able to drive a Challenger tomorrow. But in the meantime, let's look at this Brabus Mercedes 6x6 700. It's like $1 million Mercedes 6x6 G-Wagon, but done up by Brabus. So it has over 700 horsepower, carbon fiber, everything, of course. That is not just black plastic for the fender liners. That is not just black plastic for the wheel wells. Wow, let's check it out. What are they expecting? Well, it's got a 5.5 liter twin turbocharged V8, 700 horsepower, 5 locking differentials for all 3 axles. Do the math on that one. And they think this could go for $1.4 to $1.75 million, which wouldn't be that far off from what a very similar truck fetched on Bring a Trailer recently here in Arizona. It may very well be this exact truck. We're gonna have to figure that out. So now we're moving further away from the stage and we're in Supercar Land. We've got a new Ford GT, a Heritage Ford GT, those are like the mid-2000s ones, a Carrera GT, which might just be the hottest Porsche on the market right now. Those are setting world records all over the place. We've got a 458 Speciale Aperta, if I'm pronouncing that right. And then we've got perhaps one of the most single desirable cars in the world, a 275 GTB 4-cam. It's absolutely gorgeous. So the question is, would you rather have the classic Ferrari? Would you rather have the modern track toy? Would you rather have Ford's Le Mans winning track toy? Would you rather have the modern recreation of a classic Le Mans winning track toy? Or would you rather have perhaps the ultimate naturally aspirated Porsche of all time? It's the hard choices here at Mecum's Glendale Auction. Walking around back here and all of a sudden the soundtrack just changed. That's because the auctioneers are switching off pretty regularly. It's a marathon for them. They're on lot 207 out of 350 today, and we've been going for, that's not a watch, we've been going for at least 6 hours here. It's pretty impressive stuff how much they're able to just crank out. But do different auctioneers and their different styles bring different values, or do the cars do it themselves? It's a good question. Or does the booth station do it? It certainly helps to get a little bit of a party atmosphere going, because this is fun. It is fun, even though there's a ton of money crossing the block. Or is it fun because there's a ton of money crossing the block? I ask you. When cars or trucks don't meet reserve, they go to the Bid Goes On booth, and you can keep bidding on them at a later date at your leisure. We're back here in the backstage section. You can see everything that's going on here. We're about to go up on stage and see what the auctioneers see.
Get a bit of a 7 here, 5-7 a bid. Out of get a bit 5 in the back. Get a bit of a 27,000. Hit 5. Out of get a bit Gus. Go back in. 25-7 a bid. Hit 5. Out of get a bit of a 7 down. 25-7 30. Hit 30,000. Out of get a bit of a 30 down 7. Out of get a bit of a 30 bid. 30,000 a bid. You're going to get 30. Hit 30,000 on it down. Out of get a 34,000. Sold 33, sold $33,000 next Franklin.
And for those of you keeping track in your book out there, W224.
Destroying that hammer. That's it for Wednesday here at State Farm Stadium. It's a long day. I think the highest values I saw were like $150 for that 6-speed swapped Ferrari 575M, and a Demon didn't quite meet reserve around that same price. What I'm most impressed with is obviously the spectacle and just the stamina of the auctioneers. And of course, the variety that's on display here, everything from muscle cars to modern supercars, Dodge Demons, Bentleys, and the Ferraris. What was that, a 275 GTB 4-cam? Pretty amazing. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you learned something about what the auctions are like here at a live auction in person with up to 20,000 people in the stands. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel before you sign off. It really helps us out. Thanks.